good morning, everybody. Sarasota Cowboy Tim. Check it out. This is what I've been waiting for. What do you see over there? Now, let me roll down the window. Is those cowboy cactus? Those are cowboy cactus. Those are the ones I've been waiting to see. I have arrived. I'm just north of the Phoenix area, heading to cowboy country, Laughlin, Nevada. And what are these called? Socorros? How do you say it? Look at them. They're everywhere. They look like cowboys. Put a hat on the top of one. I'm riding this road. I don't know what it's called, but it's a cowboy road off the 17. It's taking me into Wiccan or something. I don't know where I'm at. I'm following GPS. And I'm running, this is impossible. How am I getting 20 miles per gallon, 19.1? You can't believe a damn thing this Tundra says. I've come 2,833 miles. I'm averaging 19.1. Of course, I'm going 45 miles an hour in a 50. Hey, there's life up here. I'm not worried about being alone now. Man, look at this. Look at a couple of these cactus, how tall they are. Look at that one over there. Where's it at? Look at that guy. Wow. Let me roll down the window. Look at those. Woo! I have to zoom back out. I know I'm messing up. I'm so excited. Hey, look, there's a BLM guy. He's out there in the no man's land. Hey, they're all doing it. Look at this. What am I, near Quartzsite? Look at this. All these people out here. Oh, hell. I might have to try it. Look at them. All those people in RVs. Where am I at? This is not Quartzsite. There are a lot more of them out there. Well, that was really cool. Here's another guy sitting over here by himself. Look at this. I do need to stop and run my generator and charge up the Blue Eddy. It's down to like 2 or 3% after a week and a day. There's another boondocker. We're all boondocking out here, look.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
These cactus. I have arrived, folks. I got my boots on, my hat on. I'm in cowboy country. Love it. Man, there's no better place than the desert Southwest.
At the stop sign, turn right onto West Carefree Highway.
You hear that? Now you know where I'm at. There's a Class C had a for sale sign on it. Look at all these people. What in the heck? They're over here too. So, this is I need to make a mark on this. I really do wish I would have been out in the middle of nowhere one night to run that generator to charge my Blue Eddy back up. I'll have to stop somewhere up here and it's going to take a lot of moving stuff around in the back of the truck.
For about 24 miles, continue straight.
Never go straight, always go forward. But it's so cool how the terrain and the indigenous plants and trees are in different parts of our country. So, I forgot the name of these cactus. I wish I could think of it. I'm sure I'll be hearing about it. But look at them. There's many of them. And what about all those RVs that we saw back there? Camped out in BLM land. Just dozens of them. I've got to get that generator going and fire up the thing and charge up my Blue Eddy battery. I'm down to just a couple of % left, so I can keep my refrigerator going. I was talking earlier, and I think someone texted me and that shut the recording off. I didn't even know it. But what I was trying to explain was one of the subscribers told me to plug the Blue Eddy in to the truck and then plug the Dometic refrigerator into the Blue Eddy. Well, that's not working. it works, but it's not charging the Blue Eddy. The 12 volt from the truck is not strong enough to replace the battery, the strength of it that's going into my refrigerator. So I'm better off running the refrigerator in my truck while I drive all day. That keeps it cold. The Blue Eddy just sits there and stays fully charged. And then at night, I switch over and plug the refrigerator in. I don't open it, and it doesn't use hardly anything. And I can go for days using it that way. I just have to remember to switch it. But leaving the refrigerator running off of my Blue Eddy 24/7, as I have done for the last 3 days, upon that recommendation. And it was a good idea. I did the same thing with my Jackery 1000 with my 4Runner. In fact, I had a plug, a regular plug, a 110 plug, because it had an inverter.
In about 10 miles, turn right onto North Grand Avenue.
And that worked fine, but it's not working with a 12 volt on this truck. I don't have an inverter or whatever you call it with a regular wall plug. I don't know why they didn't put one in here. And there's not one on the truck bed, which wouldn't do me any good anyway, because I'm not going to leave everything back there. So anyway, look at this road we're on. Look at those cactus. Folks, this is great. I had a great night's sleep. I had the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. And now I'm cruising. I got Jason Aldean and other country songs going. I'm feeling good. I'm just really stoked. And I'm going to a place that I hope that I'll be there for a few days, because the weather is supposed to be stellar for the next several days, few days. And then I may go up to Moab, not promising, but my co-pilot that is helping me out on this trip is telling me that the weather is going to be warming up there. And I would love to visit that little town of Moab. It's a great little place to video. They're so nice up in there. And it's such an amazing place. It's like being on a different planet. You talking about a different look from this? Ha, man. Well, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. And although I can't video on YouTube, I definitely would love to go into the Arches National Park with my pass and see the arches and take some hikes and do that again. There's this one spot in the very back of Arches. You walk up this big rock and take your picture. You have to leap over to this other side, and it's like a sheer drop off, but it's pretty safe. And I have videos and pictures when it was totally legit that I took when I had my 4Runner. But things have changed. It's really sad that they want, money to share videos and pictures with the world. All it's going to do is promote their park and bring more people in. But they want money. And I can share it with friends and family, but I just can't put it on my channel. But I'll tell you what, yesterday at the Grand Canyon was my third time, my best time, and the time that I'll never forget. For these reasons. I went to different spots. I finally hiked, and it was something I'll never forget. And I left from the Desert View area, the other end of it, and went back into Flagstaff to find the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life. So that whole trip yesterday, and I want to shout out to Miss Janine, my subscriber, that I got my TV from, that lives locally in Boynton Beach down there. She has traveled the world, her and her husband Jim, and she got on me and told me to get up early and charge it and get there ahead of the crowds, and I did, and I really have to thank her for motivating me. And she's such a sweet gal. Her and her husband, I had lunch with them. When I had my eye surgery, even though I had plenty of help with Miss Jolene, taking me to the doctors and all that, Janine stepped right up and offered, she's a retired nurse, to do everything for me, even staying at her place. She really, nurses, they just have that natural caring type attitude. I've also been invited to go to be with them around the eclipse time in Texas. They have a son that lives there, and I think it's in the Arlington area on the other side of Dallas-Fort Worth, where you're going to see a complete eclipse. It goes right over that, and they've invited me to come and watch it there on the property with them. There'll be so many people going, and it really is something to see, if at all possible, and it probably will be, because I think I'm going to have to be back at my doctor around the 15th, or whatever a month is from a week ago Sunday. All right, yesterday was Sunday, right? All right. A week ago yesterday is the day I left Jacksonville. A couple of days before that, I was at my doctor's. So that was whatever date that was. And then a month from then is when they gave me to get back. That's why when I got back to Jacksonville, I didn't mess around. I took the seats out of this truck and got my stuff packed up and tightened up on the flagstaff, pulled the slides in, went and filled up some propane at Tractor Supply, and got the heck out of Dodge, because I'd already lost 3 days of the 30 that he wanted to see me back. And I had to calculate how many days does it take to get out west. That's why I'm moving like light speed to get out here, because I had to get out here to be able to enjoy my time. And then I've got to move from here back to Boynton Beach, Florida, maybe stop in Jacksonville, of course I will, at home, and get back to the doctor. I'm not going to fly back and leave my stuff somewhere out here and or do any of that stuff. I'll have had enough for one time, and it'll be a journey on the way back, not a destination. And then after I see the doctor, and if he gives me a 3-month stint, well, then all bets are off. I'll go back to Jacksonville and kick it for a week or two if I want, and enjoy and get the gym going and get my health back to strong and working out and get really built up. And then I'm gonna take off, plan out a long trip, maybe go to that Northeast we talked about. It'll be warmer by then, and won't be too hot, and I'll venture up that way. In fact, that's really kind of what I want to do. So I got a lot of travel plans ahead, and so for any of you that want to follow along, I invite you. There's going to be a lot of different places, and don't be discouraged or disappointed in my not stopping, because I just explained to you why I had to get out here, because I only have this short window, and it takes a week to get out here and a week to get back when you go across the country pulling a camper. I mean, it takes 4 or 5 days to go from California to South Florida, and I'm pretty much in California. I'm almost over there. And I've been running back and forth, retracking my steps, and there's so many places to go. It's all good. And again, it is not the destination. It is the journey. Driving this morning, it just couldn't get any better than this. That moon I saw earlier, owning the road before anybody else gets out here, had a great night's sleep at the Loves, the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. I mean, this is great. This is really, really great. And what I just explained a few moments ago, after I get back and then I get the 3-month break of seeing any kind of a doctor, and I can get out and go, man, I've got my feet wet now. I've got this little camper. I'm never going to sell that little thing. Then again, you all know you can't believe a damn thing I say. But I say it's like the perfect aerodynamic. Even if I had one that was the same size but taller, and I could stand up in it and all that kind of business. No, this is fine. and I don't need to spend any more money. And I own this. So it's brand new too. Nobody ever used it. It works great, man. It works great. So I'm going to drag that little sucker all over this country in the coming months. And this until winter comes again, and it would stop me from going to the Northeast and out west here, and I'd be confined to the state of Florida, which is where everybody wants to be in the winter. And I'll go down to the Keys, and I'll start doing that kind of travel. But travel is something I'm going to do as absolutely long as I can while I'm on God's green earth. It's in my blood. It's what I like. And when I travel Florida, I may travel with the Crasher, my bigger camper, because it's flat and my destinations will be limited to one state, and I can stay longer here and there. I could book out some places that that I could go and stay for a week or two down in the Keys.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Okay. This is where it's going to take me back to the 40. I'm wondering if I should do that. I want to go where it avoids the winter storm warning, and I don't need to go back in that altitude, and I'm going to. But what are you going to do? So anyway, folks, that's about it. Let me get this
At the stop sign, turn right onto North Grand Avenue.
She interrupts a lot. But without her, I don't know what I'd do without her. It's like, you can't live with her and you can't live without her. Crush it!